Okay, so these are two ribeyes. I'm going to talk about the reverse sear method. I kind of skipped the first couple of steps, but these are ribeyes that I brought to room temperature, seasoned only with salt and pepper on both sides. And then they were put into a 250-degree oven. Now the time in the oven depends on the thickness and whether it's bone-in or not. These are boneless ribeyes. And with this thickness, I put them in for 25 minutes at 250 degrees. Now I've pulled them out of the oven, and they're going to rest for about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. And then I'm going to, in a very, very hot iron skillet, I'm just going to brown both sides and the edges, getting a nice crust on the outside, only about a couple of minutes on each side, and it'll come out perfect medium rare. So let these rest for a few more minutes and then pop them into the cast iron skillet. Okay, the steaks have rested now, and I've got an iron skillet with butter and just a little bit of olive oil. If you can see, like, just starting to smoke now. It's pretty hot. So now these steaks have rested. So now I'm going to brown them on each side. Now this is going to be very quick. Again, really all I'm doing is browning it, because by cooking it slowly in the oven, we've already brought the internal temperature to medium rare. So the steak is already cooked on the inside. All we're doing right now is cooking the outside. I want to make sure and get it flat, get all the edges, all the fat. You can see how tender these are. These are just going to fall apart when they're finished. Okay, so now I'm going to try to get the edges here. Flip it over one more time. Wow, see that? Look how tender that is. Just falling apart. And I didn't put any other tenderizer on it or any crazy seasoning. It's just salt and pepper. A good cut of meat should be all you need. Well, that's the rest of this one. Not wanting to lay flat. There you go. Okay, those are done. So now I turned the heat off. Set this over to the side here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some aluminum foil, and I'm going to wrap these and let them rest for a good 10 minutes. So we'll take a look at that. Okay, here's the steaks I just pulled out off of the skillet. And now I'm going to wrap these up good and tight. Keep that warmth in there. And you've got to let it rest. Got to let it rest for at least 10-15 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is the drippings from what I just did, I'm going to pour into my au jus that I was making. Now we get all that flavor, some of that rendered fat into the au jus. And in the au jus, I roasted some garlic. So this is a roasted garlic au jus. You see the garlic in there. Okay, so we'll let the steaks rest for about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and then we'll carve them up, see what they look like. Okay, the steaks have rested for a good 10 minutes, almost 15 minutes. So now, I'll unwrap. And let's see here. This bottom one is probably going to be easier to cut for the camera. So that's what I'm going to do. You can see how it just falling apart, so tender. Got a perfect crust to it. And it's just going to be perfectly cooked. Now, I've only got 2 hands, and I don't have a tripod, so I'm going to cut a little, and I'm going to come back. I can't cut, well, I might be able to. I got a sharp knife, my sharpest knife. My pocket knives is what I use. This is 25 years old. I bought this brand new. There you go, look at that. Okay, let's see here. I can't do that with just one hand. So I'm going to cut it off, cut a little bit, and come back. Okay. I've sliced up just a little bit for you. And when you first slice it, it just looks a little pink. But after it sits here for a couple, 3 minutes, it'll start to redden up. And maybe in this fluorescent light, it doesn't look too red. But came out perfect, medium rare. Perfect medium rare. And that's it. That's all you got to do. So I'll show you the finished plate here in just a minute. Okay, here we are, carved up and plated up. I steamed some broccoli and made a cheese sauce into it, cheddar cheese. Small baked potato. This is for my grandfather. It's his favorite meal. And so now all I'm going to do is put a little of the au jus that I made, the garlic au jus, and drizzle it over the potato and the steak. And there you go. Reverse sear, medium rare, boneless ribeye, steamed broccoli and cheese, and a baked potato.